Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Hill, and I'm the Certified Health Education Specialist for the University through the Health Center. Today, we are going to share and talk and discuss several different health hot topics. As you may know, February is a month of Black history as well as a couple of observances that they have for health. During this month, we look and focus on cardiovascular disease as well as National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. So, during this time, we will cover a couple of those things, and then I will go through and hop back on at the end and talk to you a little bit about what we have going on for National Black HIV/AIDS and Awareness Day. Our bodies often tell us many things that we need to know about what's going on in the inside, as well as things that we may need. Which brings me to my health hot topic regarding paying attention to your body. Even the smallest things, such as changes in our appearance, changes in what's going on with our body and the way that we feel, could be a sign of a health concern. So I am going to go through with you and talk about 10 things that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to when it comes to your body. Number 1, cracked or dry lips. Cracked or dry lips could be a sign that you're having an allergic reaction to the things or the products that you're using on your lips, as well as food. It can also be a sign of dehydration, which is why it is important for us to make sure that we're getting adequate amounts of water each day. Number 2, dark circles under the eyes. Now, dark circles under the eyes could be a sign of lack of sleep or fatigue, which may be common because you are a college student and you have to stay up late doing your assignments or homework, so that is understandable. However, it can also be a sign of dehydration. So just like we talked about before with the dry or cracked lips, dehydration could set in. Now, other signs of dehydration would be lack of urine production or sweat. Number 3, leg pain. Leg pain after a long flight or a long drive would be common. However, if you have leg pain after a long flight or a long drive that is also paired with warmth to the touch or swelling, that could be something of concern. Now, if you do have that kind of leg pain with the warmth and the swelling associated after a long period of time, that could be a sign of poor circulation or even a blood clot, which is where you would want to seek medical attention. Number 4, changes in your nail structure or the color. If you have pale nails, that could be a sign that you have low iron or anemia. Whereas if you have yellowing of the nails, that could be a sign of some kind of fungal infection as well as any kind of liver concerns. Now, if you have brittle nails, that could be a sign that you're low in different vitamins and minerals such as iron, calcium, and beta carotene. Also taking into consideration that if you have fake nails or, acrylic over your nails, you still want to make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on under there on your actual nail. Number 5, dry skin, hands and feet. Dry skin, hands, and feet could be normal if it's during the cold months, as well as in a time like this when we're in a pandemic and we're excessively washing our hands. So that would be common. But if it's a situation where you see it occurring often or when those conditions are not present, that could also be a sign of diabetes, hyperthyroidism, or dehydration. Now, if you see that your hands are peeling, that could be a sign of some kind of dermatitis. But what about the toes, right? If your toes have that yellowing of the nails, that could also be a fungal infection. But if your feet are dry and cracked, that is when you would be concerned about any kind of deficiency in vitamin A or vitamin E. Number 6, hair loss. Now, hair loss is normal because we shed anywhere from 50 to 100 hair follicles each day. However, if you see that it's coming out in large clumps or just often in large sections, that's when you have a needs for concern. It could be early stages of alopecia or anything. So that's when you want to seek help from a dermatologist or your doctor. Number 7, snoring. Now, snoring is something that is normal if it happens every once in a while, because everybody knows that when you're really, really tired, or if you've had a long night, or even if you're sick, sometimes you snore. However, the concern is if you snore really, really loud, or if you snore every single day, every single night, whenever you're sleeping. If that is the case, there could be a concern for sleep apneas, or it could also be a concern for if you have a deviated septum. So that is something that you would want to get checked out. Oftentimes they have sleep studies that analyze to see how you sleep and what's going on while you're sleeping to detect any problems that you may have. Number 8, changes in your bathroom habits. Changes in your bathroom habits, such as constipation or diarrhea, could be a sign that you have some kind of digestive concern going on. Also, when you do have a bowel movement in the toilet, please make sure that you pay attention to the color of the stool. Different colors of your stool could be indicators of different things that you have going on with your body. If you urinate frequently or go to the restroom frequently, that could also be an indicator of concern. Frequent urination could be a sign of early stages of diabetes, as well as a urinary tract infection. Also, the color of your urine is an indicator of whether or not you are dehydrated. So if it's really, really dark yellow, it can mean a number of different things, such as dehydration, or there could be concerns of the liver. Number 9, acne. Now, acne is a sign of toxins being released from your body. So you definitely want to make sure of the things that you are putting into your body, because they do have to find a way to come out. Acne is considered as bacteria or inflammation, as well as excessive oil production. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention, because not only does acne happen or occur on your face, but it can also occur throughout on your body. Number 10, this is my absolute favorite one, food cravings. Different cravings. So a lot of times people think, oh, just because I'm having a craving means I just want something good to eat, or it's just meaning I'm splurging. However, food cravings are often indicators of what your body is deficient of. So just an example would be like, for instance, if you're craving red meat, okay? I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat meat, right? But when my body craves meat or red meat, a lot of times that's an indicator that my iron is low or my protein is low. So that's when I will go and make sure that I eat something high in iron, vegetables of course, high in iron or high in protein like beans, in order for me to get that to suffice what is going on with my body cravings. So always making sure that we pay attention to our body cravings as an indicator as to what our body may need or what our body is deficient in. Always remember that our body always will fight for itself. It will indicate and let you know the things that you need. You're the only person that knows exactly what's going on with your body, so make sure that you always pay attention. Pay attention to everything that's going on, and your body will give you the answers for what you need. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurse Sharon, one of the nurses here at the Hampton University Health Center. Today we're going to talk about heart disease. Heart disease is the leading cause of death here in the United States for both men and women. The most common type of heart disease is coronary artery disease, or CAD. The coronary arteries supply blood to the heart muscle, and coronary artery disease is when that coronary artery has a buildup of cholesterol plaque. And when there's a buildup in the artery, it blocks the wall of the artery, which decreases the flow of blood to the heart. So we're going to talk about what you can do to decrease your chances of heart disease by knowing the risk factors and making right choices. Some of the risk factors include high blood pressure, diabetes, pre-diabetes, a family history of heart disease, being overweight, unhealthy eating, and not enough exercise, just to name a few. So some of the foods that you can eat or should eat in a healthy diet should include green leafy vegetables, your spinach, some broccoli, cabbage, kale, or just some of the few vegetables you can add to your diet. Fruit, have some fruit in your diet every day. Foods high in protein, eggs, fish, tuna, some salmon. There's some of the high protein foods. And if you use oils, olive oil is a good oil. It's one of the lower fat oils that you can use in your foods when you're cooking. Even canola oil. You can use canola oil as well. And we talk about exercise. When you exercise can mean, let's go for a walk. A brisk walk. It's exercising. Moving away from your computer. We all stay in our computers a lot nowadays. But get up and move. Walk in place. Get your heart pumping. Get the blood flowing to help the heart. And sometimes if you want to listen to some music, like me, I want to hear some music. So hit the play button on your favorite song. Put your earbuds in and dance a little and get that heart pumping. Those are some of the simple exercises you can do every day. One other thing that we want to try to do is decrease that stress. There's a lot of stress in our lives, and we have to de-stress. Sitting in your favorite chair in a quiet room, or just sitting anywhere and take some deep breaths. 20 minutes, 2 times a week. Take some deep breaths to de-stress. Watch a funny movie. Laughter is always good for the heart. We're talking about our heart, keeping it healthy. And de-stressing is part of a healthy heart. So I hope I gave you some good examples, some things that you can do to keep your heart healthy and live healthier. Heart disease is a serious disease, and we want to stay healthy by reducing the risks. My name is Nurse Sharon again from the Hampton University Health Center. Thank you all so much. Happy heart health living.
Greetings, Hamptonians. My name is Valerie Pogue. I'm a public health educator and a registered nurse, and I'm here today to talk to you about the importance of heart health awareness. As you may or may not know, February is American Heart Month, and this is a great time for us to start the conversation about how we can be heart smart, not only this month, but all year round. And you may be thinking, I'm in college, I don't need to worry about this right now. But let me tell you why you do. African Americans are 40% more likely to develop hypertension or high blood pressure in their lifetime, and they're also more likely to have it uncontrolled and unmanaged. High blood pressure is a huge issue in the African American community, so it's important that you start now thinking about what you can do to maintain heart health. It's important that you know what your blood pressure is. Make sure that you're having it taken by your healthcare provider, paying attention and knowing your numbers. Talk to your parents, find out whether or not either of them may have high blood pressure. Does it run in the family? Are there other relatives who might have heart disease or cardiovascular issues? You want to make sure that you're eating right and keeping your sodium or your salt levels down. You want to make sure that you are watching your stress levels and keeping those down as well. And it's super important to make sure that you are engaging in physical activity, at least 30 minutes a day or whatever it is that you can tolerate. But the more you move, the more you can keep your blood pressure under control. We talk all the time about the importance of building generational wealth. Well, I want to encourage you to remember to also build generational health. So it's important that you get heart smart now, because we're finding that the things that we do as young people are the things that we continue as we get older. So again, I want to encourage you to make sure that you are maintaining heart health and being heart smart whenever you can.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Ivy. I'm a recent graduate of Hampton University, and currently I'm a Master's of Public Health student at Rutgers University. Your environment is the surroundings or conditions in which a person lives. Now let's think about how that may have an impact on your health. Some environmental factors of health are exposure to hazardous substances in the air, water, soil, and food, climate change, occupational hazards, as well as natural and technological disasters. This brings us to my hot health topic. Environmental racism refers to the institutional rules, regulations, policies, or government and/or corporate decisions that deliberately target certain communities for undesirable land uses and lacks enforcement of zoning and environmental. The Flint, Michigan water crisis is a perfect example. Flint has a population of about 100,000 people, most of which are African American. In addition to that, 45% of their residents currently live below the poverty line. In 2013, the governor cut city costs by piping in water from the highly corrosive Flint River. Even though they knew how dangerous the water was, officials failed to treat the water, which caused lead to leach out of old pipes and into thousands of homes. Since then, the residents have been fighting for clean water. In 2017, the Flint residents won a major settlement requiring the city to replace their lead pipes. Although water conditions improved from 2016 to 2018, thousands of people are still getting water from lead pipe. Moving into our next example, I want you guys to think for a moment. Have you ever noticed that in urban or low-income areas, commonly referred to as the hood, the number of liquor or corner stores is way higher than the number of grocery stores? This is called a food swamp. Food swamps are an area where fast food, junk food, convenience stores, and liquor stores outnumber healthy food options. You all may be familiar with the term food desert. A food desert is when a neighborhood has very little access to affordable, nutritious food. This phenomenon is seen quite well in Baltimore, Maryland. Dr. Lawrence Brown wrote an article called The White L and the Black Butterfly. In this article, he discusses the impact of historical trauma on community health. In Baltimore, the White L refers to the wealthy, structurally advantaged, white neighborhoods and communities, conveniently shaped in a letter L. The Black Butterfly refers to the Black neighborhoods and communities that surround it, shaped in the form of a butterfly. It is very common to see several Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and other high-quality grocery stores in the White L, but the Black Butterfly lacks the same. Not only do they lack high-quality grocery stores, but they're also overburdened with unhealthy yet cheap and quick food options. Now imagine this. A low-income, working two-parent household that has to drive long distances to get quality groceries. If the distance to and from the store isn't a barrier, the shelf life of the food might be. Fresh produce doesn't last as long, and they may only be able to grocery shop once a week. Not to mention the fact that fresh produce is expensive. Combine this with the fact that unhealthy fast food is cheaper, ready to eat, and right around the corner. In an effort to spend more time with their children, or just get a well-deserved break, people may choose to eat more fast food. But this takes a toll on your health, since increased fast food consumption is directly related to heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes, and high cholesterol. Some people don't have the luxury to grocery shop, meal prep, and work over 40 hours a week. A lot of those people are Black or of color. It's important that when we focus on the individual health, we take a good long look at the environmental factors that play a key role.
I hope you all received a lot of good information. Just like I said, I was going to come back on at the end to let you know of a couple of things that we have going on for National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. We do have a event called Your Health Matters regarding HIV and awareness of the Black community. So I would love for you guys to participate and tune into that. That is this Tuesday, February 9th at 7 p.m. via the Student Activities YouTube page. If you would like to follow us and submit your questions early, you can either submit questions early on the Peer Health Educators page, which is Instagram page, which is HamptonU_PHE, or you can also follow the health center, which is HU Health Center, and both of those are on Instagram. So make sure you follow us, tune in, submit your questions. The link is in the bio, and I look forward to seeing you guys once again. Always remember, my door is always open. Even though you're not here with us, you can still reach out to me anytime at the health center. If you want to give me a call, you can. The number is 757-727-5315. I'm here if you ever need to talk about anything health related. Always remember, Hampton hugs, and we miss you guys.